Welcome back, everyone. We will be starting our event with full enthusiasm.
Our third speaker, Mr. Rajat Bajaj, is a trailblazer, head of talented acquisition, global and people partner team India at Rakuten Symphony. Sir holds a bachelor's in commerce with honors and a postgraduate degree in human resources. Highly accomplished HR leader with 24 plus years of experience in driving organizational success through forward thinking recruitment and HR strategies. Proven track records of delivering sustainable growth, leveraging exceptional leadership, strategic vision, and problem solving abilities. Distinguished career with prestigious brands including Ericsson Global India, Tata Teleservices, Bharti Airtel Group, Reliance Communication, Videocon Telecommunication, Vodafone SR Limited. Sir is passionate about developing HR strategies to foster organizational transformation, empower employees, and drive business performance. Expertise in aligning human capital with business goals, shaping the future of companies, and positioning them for ongoing success. With this, may we please request Sir on the podium.
Give a huge round of applause.
Hi. Good afternoon. Had your lunch? The most difficult time after lunch, right? To listen to somebody. I know. I also face the same. And believe me, to concentrate after lunch to somebody speaking or somebody presenting is quite a tough task. But anyways, I think we are here for exchanging knowledge, thoughts on the subject. And Swapna sir, thank you. I think you've done almost 80% of what I wanted to speak, and the rest was covered by Megha. So thank you for that. But still have some different perspectives and some experiences to share. So bear with me. I won't take much time. And I would like to keep this session more interactive. Rather than me speaking, I would like you guys to participate and ask questions. And don't feel shy, even if you think it's a stupid question to ask, because it may add value to you and to others and to me also. So let's start with, how many of you think AI is superior than human intelligence? Can you just raise hands? AI is superior than human intelligence. How many of you think? Nobody? Or human intelligence is superior than AI? So we have two people. What about rest? Still confused? So I would say both complement each other. You are 50% right when you think human intelligence is superior than artificial intelligence. But I think both complement each other, and without each other, you cannot have what AI wants to achieve or what human intelligence wants to achieve. Yeah? Human intelligence is full of creativity, emotional intelligence and decision-making capabilities, which probably gets better with the use of AI. Because you don't spend time on doing things which are transactional and operational in nature, but you use AI to do more creativity with what you want to achieve. Yeah? Megha just said that on Tuesday, Trump announced 500 billion investment by US government in the space of AI. So imagine the kind of work which will happen. I think for next 5 to 10 years, everybody has a great future. So don't think that AI will take away jobs, not at your level, not at engineering level. It may take some jobs at operational or transactional level. For example, how many of you would have visited the bank lately, last 1 year, to deposit cash or take out cash through teller? 3 of you. You went to the bank and filled in the slip and took out cash, right? So 3 of you. Rest, I think, are using GPay or, other automated related, I think, instruments which the banks is introducing. So that's where we are moving, in terms of how and when your payments, your debits, your credits are happening, your likings, your dislikes, everything is getting captured, processed in form of data, and they come out with solutions, which is helping customers, consumers to do things and save time. Rather than standing in the bank for a half an hour in the line, which used to happen 10, 15 years ago, I remember it used to take about an hour to deposit or withdraw cash. 2020, I think, not 2020, 2000, it was the era when I used to myself go to the banks. But now that has changed and things are changing rapidly. And something new will come up again, I'm sure. AI data science is 5 years old, right? And we are still not there where we want to achieve ourselves in terms of a fully AI-driven economy or a country. UAE is the other country which has declared that by 2027 they'll be fully automated and AI-enabled and capable country. That will be the first country to do 100% on that, followed by others. And there are about close to 200 countries in the world. Believe me, the developing countries have still not reached where they, have the vision to reach. And then there is a set of developed countries and underdeveloped countries. So imagine next 10, 20 years what AI role will have to play. Billions and billions of dollars of investment, which means millions of engineers like you would have to work on this, right? But it's just that you need to align yourselves to the developing and needs and demands and innovation which is happening in the IT industry. My college days, C++, Unix were the two languages. Now you see, there is an array of languages and technology which has come in. AI is one of it, and something new will come, or AI 2.0 version, 3.0 version. So I think the future belongs to all of you to align yourselves, your creativity, your intelligence to artificial intelligence. Artificial will still remain artificial. The word artificial is, what's the Hindi for artificial? Okay, so human intelligence is something which will still be existing. I was talking to Swapnil sir, and the Tesla example that he took, same thing struck to me 2 days back, Tesla says that they have arrived at driverless cars and technology, but how would it be possible in Indore, place like Vijayanagar Chowk? How will a driverless car go through that signal and move ahead? So there's still a lot of work to be done, It's not the end of artificial intelligence. It's just the beginning, I would say. And with our human capabilities and intelligence, we complement it and make it better day by day. On the, I'm from an HR function, so I can't talk much about technology. But I can share, where we have moved from an HR function with the help of AI. So when I started my careers, I used to run with a resume and an interview assessment sheet, print out, taken out to the hiring manager, get it filled, get it, filed in an employee file, and then that's how the offers used to get released with manual signatures and with, all those things happening, sending the email hard copies to the candidates, getting it acknowledged, getting it back, and then filing it. So we have moved on from there. Today, interviews don't happen in terms of, we have virtual interviews mostly. Face-to-face interviews have been almost obsolete unless and until somebody really wants to, bring in a candidate and assess him. AI has helped us a lot in that area. First thing is, while sourcing of CVs, we still use sometimes, but 90% of the time we use AI to, source CVs and screen CVs in terms of using AI tools and systems, which processes the data again in terms of resumes and gives a stack ranking in terms of which are your top 10 best matches. Because there are thousands of applicants at a junior level when we have a position open. So AI helps us in stack ranking in terms of which is the best suitable candidate. And then what happens, the CVs don't flow through an email anymore. It's all AI enabled. Those 10, you just have to click of a button, share it. The job description, the interview assessment sheet, the CVs are all sent to the hiring manager. And then the AI tool also helps us in scheduling of interviews. You don't have to go and put a calendar invite. You just have to type or give your voice that this interview is to be lined up on this particular day at this particular time, and this is the email ID. It does everything, sends reminders, sends invitation, checks on whether the candidate and the interviewer has accepted or not, and keeps sending it and keeps sending alerts. So that is where we have reached. Post that, what happens, in terms of, I'm again talking from a TA perspective, the screening is also AI enabled today. When you are screening CVs in the past while reading out a CV, today we do screening through a video interview, wherein the AI tool will help you in not only screening CVs, but give you inputs in terms of voice recognition of the candidate during that interview, which is like a 30-minute interview where the questions are there on the screen. The candidate just has to do his own interview and answer those questions. The face recognition, the voice recognition, the change in voice, the change in, the pupil of the eye gives, everything is recorded, and then a result is given whether the candidate meets your expectations or not. So that is what happens. And then there are assessments which happen today. Again, AI enabled in terms of whether the candidate is culturally fit, whether he has the traits, competence, skills to meet the position that you are working on. And then the matching happens in terms of, how the candidate should be placed in terms of the shortlisted, not shortlisted, or on hold cases. So AI is everywhere today. Again, another example, in the past 10, 15 years back, employee queries were resolved through emails or a phone call to the HR. Those jobs are, getting obsolete, which is more of a HR operations job at a very junior level. Those are being taken over by chatbots and AI-enabled tools, wherein you just have to put in your query and the chatbot or the system will itself give you options of where to get your query resolved. Megha mentioned about her leave balance. We're talking about, apart from leave balance, in terms of other policy related, you need a certificate for your loan, you need a certificate for higher education. Anything that you need is all on the tools, all AI enabled. You just have to put in a query on the chatbot or send out an email. The email gets converted into, again, data processed, and it goes on. So things are getting automated. Things are getting AI enabled. So we are probably 5 years away where most of the transactional and operational, mind my words, operational and transactional level jobs will be replaced, not engineering jobs, right? So transactional operation jobs are like sending manual papers, CVs, queries. Those are getting replaced, not engineering jobs. So your future is still bright, I would say. And there's a lot to do in the next coming years with billions of investments happening across the globe and in India, of course, with the vision that the current government has and the kind of automation that is happening. I mean, can you imagine about things like getting certificates from municipal corporation are getting automated. I'm sure they will reach a AI-enabled process stage soon, but things are getting automated and AI-enabled as we speak. The other thing which AI is going to do is do a lot of new technology and new business getting developed in all areas, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is retail. Of course, retail is today the deepest in terms of e-commerce when we speak. It's all, AI is deep into it. You think of something, you speak of something, and next day you start getting, invites or ads wherein they invite you to have a look and visit their website, subscribe to it, and then keep it going. Apart from this, I think what you guys need to do is keep yourself updated, even if your course curriculum does not include the latest. I'm sure the course curriculum is designed 4 years in advance when you're in the fourth year. But if you get a chance, if there are, like yesterday I saw there is a course now available after Trump announced the AI investment. Suddenly the US Council has given a course which is worth about $2,000 as an AI manager working on transformation of AI projects. So those roles are also getting, the roles which Megha showed, a whole lot of them, compliances and transformation, transition, security. So those roles are also getting, so jobs are getting, created out of AI. It's not that jobs are getting reduced or something. So that is where we are. And I'm sure all of you have a great career and future if you work on this aspect of bridging the gap between AI and HI. And with that, I won't say much. I see a lot of people now who have come in and would like you to come forward and ask questions. We have panel sitting here. Swapnil sir is here. We would like to help you with answering some of your queries and then answer those questions and clear the doubts. So please don't hesitate. Please come forward. Anybody from this side? Come on. The lunch is over. We've digested the food also now, I think. Get some creativity out. No? Anybody from backbenchers? So we are available after the session also, I think, right? So if you feel hesitant to ask questions in front of everybody, you can reach out to us after the session. Yeah? Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful session. It has given us a fresh perspective. To honor Mr. Rajat Bajaj, we invite Mr. Rajiv Shukla, sir, to please felicitate him. Please give a huge round of applause. Thank you, sir. Our final speaker for the day, Mr. Ashish Dongre, Global Head, Data and Analytics, Pre-Sales Alliance and Delivery. I request Ms. Rajni Sharma ma'am to please present the sapling to Ashish, sir. Please give a huge round of applause. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Mr. Ashish Dongre, Global Head, Data and Analytics, Pre-Sales Alliance and Delivery Head for Telcom. Sir holds an MBA degree in Marketing Management and a bachelor's degree in Mechanical Engineering. Sir is a seasoned business leader with over 2 decades of experience in driving growth, transformation, and innovation across various industries. Currently, he serves as the Global Head of Data and Analysis, Pre-Sales Analysis and Delivery. With a strong background in sales, business development and program management, Sir is consistently delivering high-impact results, driving revenue growth and leading a large-scale transformation programs for Fortune 500 clients. Sir's expertise span across industries, including telecom, banking, and manufacturing. Sir has worked with prestigious clients such as BT, AT&T, Verizon, and Tata Motors. Today, Sir will enlighten us with a session. Please welcome Ashish sir with a warm round of applause.
सब झूठ है कुछ नहीं है whatever she said it's all lie Is it working? So what you say in this city? Bhaiya, khana wana khaya kya? All awake? All right. I belong to this city. Count me as one of you. I think since when this session is running? 9? 9:30? 11. So you have two heavy doses. One is since morning the dose on AI. And the second is it's obviously a post-lunch session. So it would be too atrocious for me to load more on AI, more on everything about AI under the sky, which all these veterans have already told. You are giving me the most precious thing in your life, and that's your time. What do you expect in return? Don't you ask, मेरे लिए क्या है अगर 10 मिनट इसको सुनना है तो? I'm setting a timer. I'll not take more than 10 minutes. And trust me, all of those who listen me for these 10 minutes will get a 100% placement confirmation in Tech Mahindra. So now I have your attention. The statement I said was a lie. All right, it was to wake you up. What I want to cover up is, and by the way, I am an impromptu speaker here, so I did not come with any of the slides. I came to Indore for attending a fat Indian wedding. Lots and lots of Indori sweets. And in between, I was called by my good friend Umesh that can I come to IPS, and being here for so many times in campus placements, it's always allowed to be in this college. So I accepted it. All you heard about what AI is doing, but what AI requires. What is the input to AI? Anyone? And as I said, 10 minutes, I am preparing you for the interviews and your career. I have been doing campus placements for last over 2 decades. What would be the input to AI? Data. Good data, bad data, ugly data. What data? Can we have another mic as well? Yes, you said data. What type of data? Any data would do? How many of you felt your names were spelled incorrectly? Your addresses are incorrect. Your account numbers are incorrect. Your mobile numbers are fed incorrect. Been this through situation? At times happened, the mobile number was incorrect and the call went to someone else. I want to remember 3 words: capture, curate, consume. These 3 words consume the entire universe of data and analytics, which is what my role is in Tech Mahindra, which is what I do. So prepare the data for the usage of AI. This is what the data and analytics would do. You capture the data by various means. More than 25 years ago, when I started my career I switched my career. By the way, how many of you are non-computer science or electronics here? Raise your hands. Fairly low strength. Mechanical. So after 7 years in mechanical sales, I moved into IT. The day one was include stdio.h. That was the C statement you write when you write a C program. Just a question, because many of the kids like you youngsters ask me that if I am non-computer sciences, can I? So my answer always is that I am mechanical, and I did when I was 7 years old in non-IT industry. So those who are not computer sciences, feel free, be happy. You still can get into IT if you wish to. You write 25 years ago, you on a SQL prompt, SQL 5.6 I remember. So you write select star from, and you write a table name. And then you put a semicolon, it's a delimiter. It pops up the records. Those records fed into those days into maybe Power Builder or maybe Excel, and we created reports. And we used to call that as MIS function. Fast forward 10 years, 10 years ago, big data came in. All of you heard big data? Anyone wants to spell big data? What it means? Guys, I am leaking you interview questions. Nobody here understands big data? You are selected. From the audience? None? You understand what is a structured data, what is unstructured data? Second interview question. Structured data, unstructured data. If you don't understand that, there is no use of learning AI until and unless you understand what data means.
A data which is very well organized are known as structured data, and unstructured are which is not very organized. Like for unstructured data, it can be if we use Amazon's, right? So there are many applications come from the users. Like there are forms which uses names, email IDs, and everything else. So if Amazon is basically these big companies use unstructured data which they uses to structure them to know more about clients, right? So for me, if I am working in Amazon, for me the unstructured data would be the client's name, the client's email ID, and everything what he likes or she likes about my products or anything else.
Yeah, you are reasonably close. So Modi ji, let me give an example. Modi ji ने मन की बात में कहा मित्रों. After 5 minutes again he said मित्रों, and I am not talking that मित्रों जब उन्होंने कहा था और उसके बाद में demonetization हो गया था. Now this is a voice message which is unstructured. If your AI engine has to find out how many times Modi ji said मित्रों, this AI engine has to parse through this record of unstructured voice data. That's one example of unstructured data. Simplifying it, the data which is in rows and columns, in Excel sheets, tables, tuples, this is structured data. The data which is a free-flowing data is unstructured data. Now, your input of this data into the big data technologies, heard of Cloudera, Hadoop, maybe try to search more on things, less on Google or less on Instagram Reels, or I don't know how many of you use Facebook still. Try to search on what does big data means and how does it operates. So fast forward, I was saying 10 years ago, it was big data, and now it is all big data is gone, it is all analytics and cloud. So capture is, you are capturing data from the various sources, be it structured or unstructured. Curate means you are treating it correctly. A mobile number must have how many digits? 10. If the record comes in as 9 digits, then it's a data which is not worthy. It has to be cleaned. Your name is spelled incorrectly and you object to it. It's a data which is of not right quality. So you do curation of that data. And then you consume it. Consume in the sense, you will use reports out of it. You will make data ready for the AI so that whatever next you are wanting to do. In the end, there are only 3 business goals for any of these. 1, you want to take informed decisions. 2, you want to maximize revenue. And 3, you want to maximize customer satisfaction. These are the 3 things you do for any data analytics or AI engagement. Unless you have data ready, you won't have AI ready. And then encompassing are the all technologies you talk about, be it cloud technologies, be it Amazon, AWS, Azure, GCP, Google Cloud, you name any. And I live and breathe this, so I can talk for hours on this, but would be all tangent for this point in time to you. My sincere suggestion, read data, understand it, see it how it uses, how it should be used for the AI preparation, and then you would be understanding AI better. I took 7 minutes. Questions? No questions? Happy? I go and eat in a fat Indian wedding then? Yes.
Good evening, sir. Myself Priyanka Jaswal from CSE AIML. Sir, what skill set do you think we should focus on this AI-driven job?
I just talked before AI.
Yeah.
You won't understand how to write an algorithm or use an algorithm unless you understand how the data is prepared for it. Understand the data, understand business, understand technology. Unless you know why something is being done, you will still remain a coder. But once you understand that why something is being done, you will become a professional who understands business and technology. So why part is business, how part is technology. Get, not now, but in your next 10, 30, 40 years, whatever number of years you work, if you keep on building these two things, why and how. So how part always comes second. Why part is always first. And that's what we do in consulting.
Thank you, sir.
हेलो सर, माय नेम इज़ आदर्श। सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था बेसिकली कि सर आपका पर्सनल थॉट क्या है कि सर हमें फ्यूचर एआई के बारे में क्या सोचना चाहिए कि हमें उसके बेसिकली हर एक इन्फॉर्मेशन या डेटा हमें उसको प्रोवाइड कर देना चाहिए। जैसे रजत सर ने अभी कहा कि गवर्नमेंट डेटा भी आजकल अब एआई में आने लगेगा, तो सर आपका क्या थॉट है कि ये एक बेनिफिशियल होगा या कहीं तरीके से कॉन्स भी हो सकता है, क्योंकि इन फ्यूचर ऐसे डेटा का मिसयूज़ भी हो सकता है, फेक डेटा भी बन सकता है, फेक सर्टिफिकेट्स बन सकते हैं। तो सर आपका पर्सनली क्या थॉट है उसके ऊपर कि हर एक टाइप का डेटा प्रोवाइड होना चाहिए या नहीं होना चाहिए?
All right. You are, I can't see clearly. You are MU fan or what? Manchester United fan? I see your jacket. MU? Okay. How many of you have Aadhaar card and mobile number correctly linked to the Aadhaar card? And how many do not have it? All of you? So your mobile number is correctly mentioned on your Aadhaar card and it is linked also. If this data that your mobile number is linked to your Aadhaar card and the mobile number doesn't belong to you and that data is given out to someone else, the third party, then whatever transaction you do, the message goes to the third party or the third person who is carrying your SIM. Now it will be always a debatable issue how much transparency, secrecy, data privacy can be given. For example, in Europe, GDPR issues, you can Google out what is the GDPR stands for, that calls off for non-storage of data for a customer for a specific duration. That means maybe a bank cannot hold your data for more than 3 years. And in that too, the bank does not have authority to hold your data, which is they call as a classified data. That data they cannot hold for a certain duration, plus cannot be shown as well, not even on your bills. So my thought would be, if I am governing, I won't be giving every data to AI, because it will be, in my view, it will be a mess which may not be able to solve. How many of you have seen that, I'm forgetting the name of a movie, it will re-click. But how many have heard of a fire sale? You heard fire sale? Okay, Google it out. So fire sale is a terminology where all the systems are compromised and you have some terrorist organization running the country. They have access to all the data, and that comes because of sharing of data. Does that answer? All right. So kind of you hearing me for 7 minutes. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, sir, for the thought-provoking session. We now request Ms. Rajni Sharma ma'am to kindly present the token of gratitude to Mr. Ashish Dongre, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I request Mr. Rajiv Shukla, sir, Director, Central Placement Cell, to conclude the event and give vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, friends. It has been an invigorating and thought-provoking because AI is new on the horizon. Kindly understand that. It is promising a future which can be both limiting or dangerous, as well as it can also shorten your run time. Run time तो सब समझते हो. It can shorten your manual labor, जो आज बैठ के टाइप करना पड़ता है ना, बहुत सारी चीज़ें करनी पड़ती हैं. That can be shortened by AI. Now this will always, and experts also warn, कि as we go along, if AI develops into a credible avatar, might be it could be misused. There could always be pros and cons to how your data could be used, how your information, how each moment that you go on Amazon, you go on Flipkart, you go on n number of websites, how is it being misused? हमारे वक्त में तो सिर्फ cookies होते थे, which could be a trackable thing, but for you, there are n number of ways, the permissions that you give in apps. How is your data being used? You never even know, you never can even fathom. So the day was well spent. I sincerely thank Mr. Swapnil Jain. Sir, your thoughts about how can AI help us to leading to a better future. Megha ma'am again talked about what are the benefits, how can, what could be the limitations, and how can things be taken further from this this place. Rajat Bajaj sir talked about, Rajat Bajaj sir obviously talked about what AI can do as far as HR perspective is concerned, how has HR transformed as far as HR is concerned, and how can you look at a more sustainable future in times to come. Ashish Dongre sir talked about various technical facets and its linkage to the modern world that we use in day-to-day activities. So I thank you, gentlemen, for coming down, sharing your valuable thoughts. On behalf of IPS Academy, Institute of Engineering and Science, it's my deep felt gratitude for you to come, having spent time, and thank you to all the guests who also came down. Thank you, students. You spared your time and learned valuable things. Thank you, sir.
With this, we conclude today's event. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the dignitaries, speakers, and attendees for making this event a grand success. May I now kindly request the dignitaries to proceed for high tea. Thank you all once again. Have a wonderful day ahead.